Hello. Hey girl. I don't want to get my hair messed up. That's why I'm wearing a zipper hoodie. But hey. Today is Friday the 26th. Day after Christmas. Hope you had a good Christmas and everything. Mine was good. I have a, I don't know, I had an interesting evening, but it was fun. We went to my Aunt Anne's house, who lives like really close by. She just moved here, like really near us, so that like, cause my Aunt Sarah and Uncle Joe live right in the same neighborhood, and then Alex and Wesley and like the other Austins, they live in Irondequoit, so it's pretty close. And my Aunt Anne used to live out in like Fairport or like Spencerport. She used to live out in Spencerport. So like she just wanted to be a lot closer so that we could so that it would be easier to take care of my grandpa with everybody, cuz she's been living with him, and it's a lot like we would try to help out, but she was all the way out in Spencerport, so it's a lot easier now that she's, right in town for us to, help her out with grandpa. So we went over to her house for Thanksgiving, and it's like a really nice, not Thanksgiving, for Christmas. And it's like a really nice new house, and it was really fun. And like the whole family was like drinking together. Like that was good. And gifts were fun. I got a nice sweater and a matching button-down shirt for it. And they're both green. So that was a pretty solid gift. And that was from my Aunt Sarah. And yeah, it was a good time. We started drinking, and we started playing drinking games. Me and Wesley and Andy and Lissy and Shanley and Shannon all started playing some drinking games in the basement. It was so fun. We were playing like the most ridiculous ones, like Kings and like Ride the Bus. The ones that just like, it's just constant drinking. It's ridiculous. And it was so funny. And Andy got hammered. She spilled like 4 drinks yesterday. It was ridiculous. And yeah, it was just a real good time. But then after that, I didn't realize how drunk I got during the day, because after that, I went with Wesley to like his buddy's house, who I'm like pretty good friends with. Like, it's one of Wesley's really good friends, so I see him around a lot. And so we went over to his house, and I actually went to his house last year on Thanksgiving. On Christmas too. I keep doing that. Last year on Christmas too, Christmas night. And last year, like, I threw up at his house because I drank Mike's Hard Lemonades, and those are like, I'm allergic to them, but I didn't know that back then. So like, I just yacked, and it was so bad. It's hard to even think about right now, because last night I was so drunk from during the day that I got there, and they had like the Kraken black spiced rum, and I just started putting that back with some Coke, and then they had this bong, and I ripped the bong, and then it was just, I was donezo. And I like threw up again, so now it's like a tradition that I go over to his house and throw up on Christmas. It's so funny. And like, I don't know what happened. I think it was just the weed got to me after I had been drinking so much that day, and I just threw up, and it was nasty. But so yeah, that's my night. I was asleep by like, I don't even know. I was asleep early. It didn't even make it till midnight. And then today, I woke up in the morning, and Wesley had a hockey game, and I had told him I would just go and watch the hockey game in the morning, and then go out to breakfast with him and the guys. So but I didn't plan to be so messed up the night before. So this morning was rough. I we went to the hockey game and stopped at a 7-Eleven, and I got some snacks so I could eat. and freaking he goes into the game, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna eat my food, and then I'll be in there around halftime or whatever. And I just ate my snacks and then fell asleep in the car. And just passed out in the car, and woke up right when the hockey game was ending. Missed the whole thing, so that was interesting. But yeah, then we went out to breakfast, which was good, and then I got home and took a much needed shower, and now here we are. So yeah, that was my day yesterday. Overall, really good time until I started puking. It's I don't know. It sucked. But I'm over it. It wasn't too bad. But yeah, I hope you had a good Christmas. I was thinking about you a lot yesterday on Christmas. Wes and I had a big heart-to-heart about, he's having troubles with his girlfriend lately. And I don't know. It's been tough. It's been real tough. I don't know if it's been, I don't know, you make it seem like it's not tough at all for you, but it's been hard for me. I don't know. I'm doing fine. It's just, I really miss you a lot. Obviously, I mean, I'm doing anything I can think of to get you to notice me again. Hopefully something works. Because I know I can be a better man. And I don't know. I just hate to have, I hate the thought that the girl I love has a negative last memory of me. I just, it doesn't sit well with me. I want you to remember me for the good, and I don't want you to remember me at all. I want to just be with you forever. I don't want you to have to remember me. I want to be in your life, so I'm always there. Yeah. I just don't. I just. I want. I want to make. I want to make us. I know I can make us work. I know that our fights. When I really put. Everything's put into perspective now, and I know. I know that our fights are caused from me. We're not fire and gasoline. I, you say it all the time, but we're not. I'm, I'm the gasoline, and I set the spark. I destroy myself, and I hurt you because of it, and I realize that now, and I've honestly like I told you the other day, I've never felt like my head is clearer. Like, yeah, I mean, obviously I miss you a lot, and that is, that's weighing on my mind. I'll admit that, but it's true that I've never seen clearer as far as like I know what was bringing me down and bringing us down. I'm no doctor, but I feel I've diagnosed the problem, and I think I know how to fix it, and this is a part of it. Me FaceTiming you will always be a part of everything we do from here on out together. Like, I'm more than ready to put this time in to make us successful, because I know we can be, and I know that we can have something so beautiful together. And another thing, I would like to apologize for the way I acted after the breakup. Wesley and I talked a lot about this, and I didn't even have to. He didn't even have to tell me anything. It was just the way he was asking me questions just really made me like. They really made me think about my own actions really hard, and I told him straight up that I feel like I dug myself in a hole after the breakup. I was mean to you. I told you to fuck off, and I was so mean, and I told you you'll never find anybody. And I was devastated. I was just devastated. I was enraged. I was upset. I was just angry that I was losing you, and I never really thought of losing you, and I've never thought of talking to you in such a mean way, but I was caught off guard, and I just want to apologize. I regret the things that I said about you not finding someone, and not finding someone like me, or I know that you can find someone, and I know that you can be happy with somebody, because you're a happy person, and you're a beautiful person. Beautiful in the sense that you bring out the beauty in others, and you have so much just glowing light inside you. You just, I don't know, you do glow. You're vibrant, and I know that I know that you can be happy with somebody else. It just kills me to think about it, and that's why I got so upset because I was thinking about it. I was thinking about, the thought of you just not being wrapped about. The thought of you not, the thought of you wrapping around somebody else and being comforted by somebody else just kills me inside, because I wanted to be that person for the rest of my life. And I know I can comfort you, and I know I can do all those things. I messed up, I messed up, and you had every right. You had every right to be sick of it. I would have been sick of it if I was you. You're right. I didn't know what it was like to be on your end, and now I do, and it's just brutal. I want nothing more than to just. I'm sure you felt the same way. I want nothing more than to just scream at you. Like scream at you to get your attention, to get you to notice me again. And I'm sure that's exactly how you felt when when I was being a jackass for it. You're right, it's a terrible feeling, and it does feel like you're drowning, and I can assure you I never meant to make you feel this way, and now I know that I could have easily prevented it, and I know that if I had another opportunity to show you that I would never allow you to feel this way again, I would take that opportunity in a heartbeat. When I told you to fuck off and to just, that was just me. I was just angry. And honestly, that's, I already explained a little bit. I'm not a violent person. I'm not a violent speaking person. And for me to say those things to you was just out of pure, I was just so upset, and I would never actually scream at you like that in person, and I know it doesn't make a difference if it's in person or not. It was still a text from me just screaming at you, and I should have never done that, and I dug myself into a hole after the relationship, after the breakup, for sure. I know I did. I acted so immaturely about a lot of things. And it was just because I was devastated, So I just really wanted to apologize for all of that. I hope you watch this video, and hear my apology. I just want nothing more than to make you happy again, I want to be your man. I know you don't need a relationship, but I want one with you. It's tough, It's real tough, but I'm confident, and I'm ready to do anything I can to earn your love back. So I'm gonna keep at it. I'm never giving up. I love you, and I hate that you have I hate that you have such a negative thought of me in your mind right now. And I'm gonna do everything I can to earn your love back and earn back your trust and earn back your belief in me, that I can be the man you need me to be, that you want me to be. So I don't know, I'm kind of babbling, but I have a lot I wish I could tell you. You know, I've been seeing a lot of quotes on Twitter lately, like pictures from like those poem accounts, and there's just a couple that get me. I saw this one. It says distance sometimes lets you know who's worth keeping and who's worth letting go. And the way I treated you, you know, this means a lot to me in a lot of different ways, because the way I treated you while we were in distance, when we were sorry, the computer screen froze. When we were together and we were away at school and we were distanced from each other. Just a sec. Yup. No, not right now. So yeah, this quote hits me in a lot of ways, because, you know, when we were together and we were away at school and we were distanced from each other, I knew I wanted to be with you despite the distance. And I didn't act like it, you know? And that probably made you feel like I wasn't worth keeping around. And I guess I understand that now. I mean, it's put in perspective that I was treating you poorly, but I never want to treat you that way again. And I know another way this quote hits me is the fact that now we are as distant as can be, and I'm lost, you know. I know you're worth keeping, and I know you're worth every second I put into working to make us better. And you know, this distance is making me work for it, and I know it's worth it. I know it is, because I want to impact you. I want to make you believe me when I say that I'm really going to make the effort this time to make sure I become more, you know, talkative and communicative, and it's because you are worth it. You're worth every second. And I saw this quote too. It says, "The ones who love you will never leave you. Even if there are 100 reasons to give up, they will find one reason to hold on." And this hits me because, you know, I could tell that you were probably going through, you know, you were probably using quotes like this to, I could tell that you were probably using quotes like this to keep going with me, to keep our relationship alive, because you put so much work into it, and put what I thought was work into it. I see now that I was sadly mistaken. I was a fool. But you must have had 100 reasons to give up along the way, and you kept going, and it was because you love me. And I realize that now, and I'm so happy for the time that you did give me. I hope there will be more, but I was blessed to have that time with you. And I also think about this quote in a sense that, because now I'm on your, I'm kind of, flipped around as the one who now is craving love from you, and I do love you. I'm head over heels for you, and you've given me reasons to just let you go. You've made it clear that you don't want me to wait for you and to work for you, but there's 100 reasons for me not to. But I love you, so I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna hold on, and I just hope that you realize someday. Maybe you see these videos, maybe you don't, maybe whatever happens. I don't know what's gonna happen in the future, but I just hope that wherever we end up there together. And this is the last quote I saw. It was just simple. It was just kind of powerful. It just says, now it's not the time to give up. So, you said it yourself. You hope maybe our time is in the future. This wasn't our time. It didn't work for us, but who's to say, we needed this to happen? Who's to say we didn't need this to happen? Maybe we needed this breakup so that I could have things put in perspective, and I could, prove to you that I'm capable of showing my love for you. And maybe we thought it wasn't our time, but maybe it is our time. Maybe now isn't the time to give up. Maybe there will never be a time to give up. I certainly don't see that time in my future. I'm never gonna give up loving you. I'll work for you. I'll work to prove to you for as long as it takes. Just a second. Yeah.
You want to come to Bristol with me and Shanley and Kieran?
No.
Okay.
So, sorry about that. But yeah, I'm not giving up. So, I think I'll call it a day. This is a pretty sad video, I guess. But there's a lot of things that have been on my mind, and I needed to get out there in the open. That I needed to apologize to you, and I needed to, I don't know. I just had to get some of those things out. Hope you watch this someday. Otherwise, Merry Christmas, and see you later, Al. I love you.